I have the group in the studio of Hits 103.9. In fact, I keep saying the name. As you correct me this morning, I like the group's name is Kwan Pa.
Yes.
Not in Kwan Pa. Kwan Pa. Kwan Papa. The good road, right?
The right path, exactly.
The right path.
Yes.
Faso.
Sir.
No be then roadway potholes the inside. This one proper road. I want to hear something from you guys this morning. Can you bless me with a tune?
All right, let's just do this. 4-4. All right. Eva. Entini awuye. Yechewa bede. Ubi mpomechi na ujina de sese. Ne papa jesoa. Madam for wasombe yeshise. Hey! Emane nyanso. Wankasa tu hofo. With immediate effect. Entini awuye. Yechewa bede. Ubi mpomechi na ujina de sese. Ne papa jesoa. Madam for wasombe yeshise. Hey! Emane nyanso. Wankasa tu hofo. With immediate. Okay, I can't win tia. Any tia. Yam fan is sending papacho. Webisa was some umacho. Woman a banajin semashino. Hey, Papa and Swakoma Beno. A 200 hono and yet decoration. Papa were black belts, one ton of carnation. Udia gra as I sajo tata brought to move with immediate effect. Entini hauye. Eto abere. Ubimpo mejina jinane sese. Never pa jesua. Madam for wasobe she say every year. Emane nyaso. One casa to mofo with immediate effect.
It's some more. Lovely. And this morning, Baba Sadiq is saying, Slim, yes, the name is Kwan Pa. But as for you and portfolio there, your group will be called in Kwan De. Yes. Gentlemen, welcome to the studio, man.
Thank you so much, DJ Slim.
How many are you in the group?
So the performers are 5.
5 performers?
Yes, 5 performers. But we have a number of people who are also behind us as part of our team. Okay. But the performers are 4. Sorry, the performers are 4.
Okay.
The 4 of us right here.
Okay. I can see you have some inscriptions in your t-shirts.
Yes.
Palmwine.
Sweet palm wine.
Yes.
Sweet palm wine.
Alcoholic or non-alcoholic?
No, the palm wine as you know it.
Okay. The sweet one.
The sweet one.
You know that there are different types of palm wine?
Yes. So
there's Ntunkum.
In Tunkum, yes. I understand that is the one, that the fresh one. That is not too fermented.
Yes.
And then it's
graduates
into slight one.
Slight fermentation. Nice. And from Ntunkum, there's one before the palm wine. I've forgotten the name, but this one is sweet palm wine.
Sweet palm wine.
So I'm guessing it's Ntunkum.
Well, whatever it is sweet. The palm wine is sweet.
But why the name Kwan Pa?
All right. So 2017, this band started.
Okay.
July 31. And we were looking for a name for the band. The band started as a palm wine band right away. It wasn't like we started the band and we're now looking for the kind of music to do. Right from the outset, we started
a direction.
as a palm wine band, exactly. And it was because of a Jakwonimu. We realized that palm wine music is part of our music tradition. We're losing touch of.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we've lost touch of lots of our very beautiful indigenous music traditions. Konkoma music. I am not too sure. I don't remember the last time you heard Konkoma music. Yeah. We are losing some of these things. Adaha music, which we got from regimental bands from the military. Until recently, when we had our brothers Kokuwati and the Adaha band from University of Ghana going all out and performing Adaha, we almost lost it to some extent, if I should say, the pure Adaha. And so we decided that, well, let's come on board. Let's support people like Ejakwonimu who are trying to ensure the continuity of palm wine music. Let's support them. Ejakwonimu is now 93 years old. Next year, January, he will be 94. Wow. And so he's one person who has held the fort as far as palm wine music is concerned. So we decided that let's come on board. Let's form a palm wine music. Let's support them. At the time, there was also the Legon Palm Wine Band, who were more or less on campus, University of Ghana campus. And so we also came on board to start a palm wine band. We're looking for a name. So for 2 weeks, we're still looking for a name. We gave ourselves the assignment that let's come back with names. Charlie, there were different names that came out before Kwan Pa. Plenty something. Like African stars, African something. Plenty African something. Then
most of the names were English dominated, right?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Then finally, Kwan Pa was the only name that was local, like in Tree. And so we settled on Kwan Pa, basically because we realized that we are going back in time to bring some of those wonderful music traditions that we are losing touch of. So Kwan Pa no so papa no assign the biaba. We don't subscribe to all the things of the past. For instance, Trokosi, FGM, those things, we don't subscribe to it. But there are other beautiful aspects of our culture which we are losing touch of. Proverbs,
yes,
storytelling, and all these, even language, yakasa, bebrena yeja. And so as part of our mandate, we are starting with Palmwine music. But gradually, other components like storytelling, it's even embedded in there already. Proverbs, and so we are trying to bring it back. And that's why we chose the name Kwan Pa. We feel that it aligns perfectly with our mandate.
Most of your songs have very, very strong and nice storylines to it. Are they intentional? Like, do you intentionally put them in?
Yes. Very, very intentional, because Palmwine music started not as a music tradition, but as a conversation. It's a concept. So before High Life music, High Life is a late 19th century, early 20th century creation of Ghanaian music. Before that, we had Palmwine music. Most likely we had not put it under Palmwine music, or we're not calling it Palmwine music, probably because some people refer to this music as Kukwasi music.
Kukwasi music,
exactly. When you listen to Professor Professor John Collins, he did a research. He's done a number of research in this regard, and then people call it Kukwasi music. It's also Palmwine music, depending on which part of Ghana you were at the time. Now, after the day's work, people gather, usually at the Palmwine joint. And they talk about issues of life. They talk about how the day went. They talk about everything. In the midst of the conversation, as the conversations go on, spontaneously somebody raises a song. But the song must be related to the topic being discussed. And then everyone at the gathering will join and they will sing. So if your song does not relate to the topic being discussed, you will not mind you. So for instance, we are talking about food. Your song must be related to food. Now, let's bring it to our current circles. We are all talking about galamsey. So I'm sure if it were the time, most likely...
After a hard day's work, people will gather.
Exactly, and then they'll talk about galamsey. Now, you must raise a song that must be related to galamsey. And so if we're in the circles, we can do something like this. Jayo, 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 jayo. Momi enyai insuwa yesenono. Yanom momi enyai. Jayo, jayo, jayo. Momi enyai insuwa yesenono. Yanom momi enyai. Ereba. Muntie masemi bi. Kani bi etremono. Okowrem nesukom dewa. Insuwe ben wono wuti mi sebino minia nenso ene ode ko try na hwe ode yare ne be kofie nyame amfafia wawu kojo to geba Kwan Pa yangwe jayo momi enyai insuwa yese no yanom momi enyai jayo momi enyai insuwa yese no yanom momi enyai
no cre.
And that is the Palmwine concept. That is Palmwine music. And that is what has trickled down, and now we have it as a music tradition.
Very, very beautiful. Because music has a way of letting people, sticking stories into people's mind. It has a strong way of... Because I remember when we used to learn even the periodic table and all that, our teachers will form a song out of it. And then years down the line, you can still remember it.
In fact, just yesterday, my daughter... my wife sent me a video from my daughter. She's 6. And she's telling me that she has learned the 16 regions of Ghana and their capitals. And she has put it in a wrap. So she's going to, now she remembers everything. So she's going to wrap the 16 regions with their capitals to me. And she sang it in the music. I don't know if I say rap, but whatever it is. And she was able to mention all the 16 regions with their capitals. And she put it in a rap. So, and it sticks.
Amazing.
So the power of music can never be underestimated.
Folks, get on YouTube right now. We are live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook, Hits 103.9, across all social media platforms. Kwan Pa is in the studio with us. But you used to work with Roverman Productions.
Exactly. Right? Technically, I've not even left, if I should say, because between 2016 and 2018, I was very active. In fact, at the time, I was at the School of Performing at University of Ghana, and I got the opportunity to join Roverman Productions. And once I hit there, I was on stage for the very first quarter. There was a play called £1 million. That was my first play when I got into Roverman Productions. And I was on stage. Those of you who remember that production, there was a character in there called Ni. I played Ni. And the storyline, you see, Uncle Bo is a different person. And I always say that without Uncle Bo, there will be no Kwan Pa.
Tell me about it.
Let me tell you about it. So one Sunday, went for rehearsals. I was sitting behind the drums. I was part of R5, the band that plays for. Actually, I auditioned as an instrumentalist, and I was admitted into the group as a saxophonist.
Okay.
But, you know, Uncle Bo will use anybody on stage. I mean, if once... Obeka will say, he can make anybody a great actor. And so Uncle Bo admitted me into the group when Roverman Productions. And then one Sunday, I was behind the drums, and he said we should ask him any question. I had the idea of setting up a Palmwine band in mind, but some way, somehow, I wasn't starting it. It wasn't happening. But I felt very ready. So I asked Uncle Bo, Uncle, I have this idea. I shared it, everything. And then Uncle Bo said, he was pressing his iPad, and then he said, Asa. That's my name. He said, Asa. Obeya Nkwaye Dada. And I was like, really?
Yeah.
This is something I really want to do. Like, I dream about it, I sleep it, I really want to do this. But Uncle Bo says, Meyank Maye Dada. Trust me, that night, I thought about that statement. Obey Asa, Obeya Nkwaye. He wasn't even looking at me, he was pressing the Asa, Obeya Nkwaye Dada. And I was like, so I thought about it and I said, what is actually stopping me from starting? So right the next Sunday, I talked to my people in church. At the time, we're all instrumentalists at the Ebenezer Congregation, Presbyterian Church of Ghana, Mamprobi. So Presby, Mamprobi. We're all instrumentalists there. So the next Sunday, I talked to them. I said, I want to start this band. Let's join and let's do it. And all of them accepted willingly that let's do it. And right from there, we started.
So that is how the group Kwan Pa
Yes,
started.
I mean, there are other influences, but the straw that brought the camel's back is Uncle Bo's statement. Asa, Obeya Nkwaye Dada.
The idea, you had the idea, but you were pushed in the right direction by Uncle Bo's statement.
Exactly. And Uncle Bo is wonderful. I mean, if you listen to him, you look at how he does his things. Like, there are so many golden nuggets in terms of pieces of advice he will give you. When he's talking, it may not even be intentional, but the kind of things he will say and he will do. Sometimes, in situations, I ask myself, how will Uncle Bo react? If it were Uncle Bo, what will he do? And then, I think around it and all that. So I always say that the Roverman influence on me as a person and as the leader of this band, it's great.
Well, is it going according to plan? The idea from day one till date. I mean, you've chugged a certain level of success in the music business in Ghana, but is it going according to plan?
So I will say that at the time we're starting the band, if somebody had told us that within the short period, we will chalk some of these successes, we'll meet the people we've met, we've gone to the places we've been to, I may have doubted. Because the band is 7 years. The band turned 7 in July. And we've had so many things, so many places, so many people and all that. But it has taken its own direction. Probably we're looking at just, Palmwine music, and then we are performing. We are trying to make sure it continues and all that. But if you honestly have a first movie, now we are launching into the movie industry. What is happening is that this band turned 7 this year. And we decided that to commemorate our 7th year, We want to do something unique, something different. And we said, what will we do? Now, when we started the band, we had a number of strategies we were looking at, things we wanted to accomplish. And one of them is that we want to embed the music in something that will be sustained over a period of time, that even when the band is not there, it will still be running. So there are 3 strategies we adapted to promote Palmwine music. One, we said that we will not stay in one place. We are all in Accra, but we will not stay in Accra. We will send the Palmwine music to every area, wherever possible, in Ghana and outside Ghana, so that people will be aware, will become aware of the music. We will draw more attention to the music tradition by going all around and sending it to people. That is one. 2, we are going to put the music in bodies of work. So we are going to churn out EPs, albums, and all that, so that even when we are not there physically, the records will be playing. And so where we cannot go, the records will go there. Now, the third one is the movie. We decided that, look at I Told You So, a very old movie, but a near older social movie now. You feel a certain way. And so we decided that, okay, let's deliberately embed these Palmwine songs in a movie, so that posterity, later when people lay hold of the movie, they still have the essence of Palmwine music in there. And so people who do not even know Palmwine music, once they watch our movie, they know Palmwine music. They experience Palmwine music in their own way. And that is how come we are premiering our very first movie.
When?
Sweet Palmwine.
Okay, so that's the title.
The title of the movie is Sweet Palmwine.
Wow.
Sweet Palmwine.
Wow.
And we are premiering it next month. That is October 26th. The last Saturday of October. The very last Saturday of October. Silverbird Cinema.
Okay.
We are doing Accra Mall and West Hills Mall.
Okay.
We will have 2 screenings on the night, 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. for both locations. So West Hills Mall, Accra Mall, Silverbird, 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. We are premiering Sweet Palmwine, our debut movie.
Well, Coca says hi.
Hey, Coca, my boss. I'll tell you something about Coca. Finish.
He says, Charlie, the Kwan Pa guy, a solid guy, great talent and learned personality. That's why he asked for you this morning. He said, Charlie, you're a solid guy.
Let me tell you something about Coca, and I'll post this on our Instagram. It's something I've even written it down. So when the band started, I was in Roverman Productions. Coca was also there, and I spoke to him about it. Coca gave me the numbers of media personalities, about 40 numbers.
Hey!
And he said, this one I'm not supposed to do, but I'm going to do it for you. I'll give you these numbers. Talk to every one of them. Some will decline, some will accept. No worries, talk to them. The one who will accept, go there. Because he saw that we could do something. He saw that we really had the talent, and he wanted to push. But what he felt he could do at the time was to link us up to media people. So radio presenters, TV presenters, producers, directors.
Wow.
He gave me about 40 numbers. He said, look, so if I called you in 2017 and you were wondering, it was Coca who gave you your number.
Man like Coca! Man like Coca!
And so our very first TV interview, radio interview and all that, as a matter of fact, the first time we're in Adom TV, the first time, it was Coca who did the arrangement for us. Wow. So, Coca, thank you so much. I still remember the fact that you gave me over 40 numbers to
7
call.
years down the
7
line.
years, exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Anyway, run me through, because whilst we're having this conversation this morning, there are so many people who've been inspired by your journey 7 years down the line, who might want to, toward a certain line that you guys are on. Some of the struggles that this journey presented or still presenting, and how they can maneuver their way around it. What are some of the struggles?
Well, a number of challenges, a number of struggles. But I always say that let's always focus on the positive side. Yeah. Don't let the struggles weigh you down. Sometimes it could really be some way, but let's overlook some of those things. We've had a number of challenges. Like when we started the band, we decided that for 3 months, we're not going to do anything. We're not going for any gig. We're just going to learn songs. Let's put repertoire together so that we can present them well. And so for 3 months, all of us were coming for rehearsals twice a week. Nobody was paying anybody. We were coming with your own money, or you go with your own money. There was no source of income, nothing. But
zero.
Zero.
0, but you actually pay your transport. Now they are back, rehearsal, we are now the call for 3 months. And these guys, dedication, we all did it. Wow. And it's one of those challenges. When we started, we didn't have, as far as the sound PA system is concerned, we did not have our own speakers. We had a few things like the real instruments, the kume, the guitar. We had some of those things, but the PA to drive these, we did not have. We had to rent. Thankfully, now we have. All those challenges, transportation, at the time we used an Opel Astra, and they had to carry the 4 of us with our instruments at the time. We had to move up and down. Charlie.
You people were all bumped up in one car.
But we were determined to do it. We really wanted, like the zeal was there. Yeah, our first gig, it was in Koforidua. Our very, very first gig in September 2017. It was in Koforidua. Okay. The car broke down like 6 times. Ooh. Before you do a Krana program, normal started. But thankfully, we were still able to perform. And we got our first paid gig. Our first money was 1,000 Ghana cedis. I've said it several times. So so our very first paid gig was in September 2017. And it was paid 1,000 Ghana cedis. And on transportation to Koforidua and back. But were determined.
Maintenance can be.
I mean, yeah, back. So we're trying to, you see, you've put a number of people together. And so it must be sustainable. Like we must sustain the thing. So we decided that let's look for venues which will allow us to play. So we started looking for hotels, restaurants. We put proposals together. Sorry. We went around. A number of them did not accept us.
Okay.
A number of them, they were like, there's a hotel we went, Memoni for sake of it. The marketing guy told us that, he would want us to play, but the Fridays, it is the DJ that plays.
Okay.
Now, he would want to try us on a Friday, but they pay the DJ 150 Ghana cedis.
Hey.
So they can only pay us 150 Ghana cedis. We accepted that we will play. 2017, as I'm making 150 Ghana cedis every Friday for 3 hours at their poolside. We accepted because near PBB. The guy told me that, you perform how we do the things, and then on the Friday we can start. So one Tuesday, he watched our performance, he looked at everything, and then he sent me a message on the Wednesday, and he told us that, unfortunately, he doesn't think his guests will love the kind of music we do. And so we should look at working out something else apart from us playing on the Friday. Because you were paying us 150 Ghana cedis and one at transportation. The instruments,
wow.
And we accepted. And now you turn around. So fast forward 2 years after. And at that time, we had won the VGMA Traditional Artist of the Year. At the time, it was VGMA. And Mother's Day came, and this same hotel now reached out to the band and said, they are having a Mother's Day, something, so we should come and play. And
what's the bill? Bill me a say.
And we didn't go. We didn't go because we gave him a bill.
Okay.
And they felt it was on the high side.
Okay.
And then we didn't go.
But afterwards, have you done any event with them?
With them, we've done one. And then just last month, because they reached out and they wanted us to play every week.
Okay.
We actually had a schedule and all that, but we've not started yet. I think they are working on a few things, and then they say they are ready to pay. So. Yeah.
For people listening to us this morning, in fact, if you have been denied an opportunity, you shouldn't let that.
No.
You shouldn't let that put you down.
We formed the band 2017, and 2018 came, 2019 came, 2020, and people were like, Charlie, you guys, we thought you should be traveling. You should at least, you should have a gig and 2017, 2018, 2019, no show, 2020, no show. We made attempts at a few but But you see, I believe in the timing of God. And thankfully, 2022, our very first international gig happened. And we were able to perform. And beyond that was in Dubai. So it was upon invitation from Ghana Tourism Authority.
Okay.
They invited us to. There was a show. It was Expo, the Dubai Expo. Yes, and Ghana had a pavilion.
Okay.
And so on the day it was supposed to be Ghana music, Ghana fashion, Ghana food. I mean everything Ghanaian. And so we were supposed to handle the part of the music.
The music side.
Yes. And so that was our very first. And then we went with we went with them. But beyond that, thankfully now we've had a number of rounds apart from Ghana.
But how many songs have you released ever since you started? Because I can tell you that the one that got to me in Kumasi was the Christmas song.
Yes. So the Christmas song 2017, we actually released that song in 2017.
You released that song in 2017?
2017 December. But it never got out until 2018.
Yeah.
Or let me say, it never got to people until 20. So this is what happened. 2017, we were on Joy Prime. And then we performed the song. We're on Andy Adote's show. And Andy Adote is also Roverman.
Yeah.
So Andy Adote hosted tonight. And so I talked to him and he said, why not pass through the show? So I remember on the night it was Kwan Pa and then Can Promise.
Mm-hmm.
So we passed through the show. We passed through the show. We performed. And it was recorded. So later, I talked to Andy Adote. I said, can I have the recording? And then he directed me to the producer. I think it was Berima. And then I got the tape. So a year later, after that interview was in 2017. So 2018, I remember I actually forgot to post. And then I posted it. Then I would say thank you to your sports guy, I've forgotten his name.
Gary?
Sports.
George.
Thank you. George. George posted the video.
And that was it.
And I went on the page and the thing was like over 100,000 views and people had shared and I was like, wow. And then lawyer Esankoma. I also went on Facebook and I realized he had posted it. Then I realized, now
the thing to go.
That was 2018. Oh. Meanwhile, it was 2017. The recording was in 2017. But that's why I'm saying that we live in the timing of God. If God allows it, it will happen.
Would you say that song was your breakthrough?
I will say it brought us into the limelight. It brought more attention to the band. We had lots of traction because of that song. And so now people were like, hey, hey, what are they doing? And it worked for us because we're trying to draw more attention to Palmwine music.
Okay.
And that technique worked for us. We decided to just work around common Christmas tunes, but let's rework them to fit the Ghanaian context.
Amazing.
Yama Ghana Fontiasie. Christmas, for instance, we touched on Jingle Bells. The lyric says, the verse, dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Ghana has snow. And a one-horse, how many people see horses on the... No. So he said, no, let us rework the thing. In a Ghanaian context, Bronya 24th, Bronya Pata, so let's work around those. And so we reworked it, and people loved it.
Now, let me ask you this. Ever since you released that, have you had issues, any copyright issues with respect to that traditional Christmas tune? Because because it was very big.
Yes, it was. But thankfully, I mean, we did not get into any problems.
But people
like that.
Prompted you that.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm for
but Nyamia domain see because one say some of those songs are kind of traditional songs in their circles.
Yeah.
Some of them we may be able to trace to a particular source. Others we may not be able to trace to a particular source. So I guess we were able to ride on some of those things. But thankfully, it worked for us. But we have learned our lesson in that regard. And so now when we are putting something out, thankfully, whatever we wanted to do with that, it happened. And we are gone past that. So now, this
now
man
you're careful.
Yes. Now we are treading cautiously. This man has over 44 songs we have written. Over 44 songs.
Wow.
Because when we started, we decided that we're not going to perform other people's songs. We will perform only our self-composed songs and songs from people like Ejako Nimo or Sir Crunchy. Or Sir Crunchy is a Seprewa virtuoso, very good guy on the Seprewa.
Okay.
Yes, he's also part of the Palmwine team, people who have really held the fort. And we said we'll perform songs from only these people. But when we started performing at venues, now you go somewhere, I mean, it's a birthday party, it's a party, it's a jam, and people go like, oh, can you do this song? Oh, can you do this song?
Yeah. People throwing in their requests.
Exactly. And this is where I'll say thank you to Eric Sunudo, Dr. Sunudo, University of Ghana, School of Performing Arts. Dr. Sunudo, he is the leader of Legon Palmwine Band. They started their Palmwine Band 2 years before the band. In fact, when I was on campus, I used to skip lectures and watch them perform. And they are also part of the reasons we started the band Kwan Pa. They actually brought the thing bare into my face, and we said, okay, yeah, we'll do it. Now, I talked to him about it, and he said that, Asa, you guys should start learning some of the hit songs that are around. Because people will be surprised that a Palmwine band will perform a modern-day trendy song. So start learning some of those popular ones and then start doing them in addition to your own songs. And we did, and we realized that it worked. People were surprised that they knew the song and they were able to sing along. But they were now getting the song differently, but in a refreshing way. And so they relate with the songs, they can sing along, and now they are enjoying the Palmwine feel of the song.
Amazing.
And it's beautiful.
Kwan Pa is here in the studio. They have a movie coming out, Sweet
Palmwine,
next month on the 28th, the last Saturday. So clear
26,
forgive me. Clear your calendar, clear that day, 26th of October 2024. There's going to be 2 shows, right?
Yes.
There's West Hills Mall and also the Silverbed, Accra Mall, Silverbed.
Yes.
So make sure you clear the 26th of October. Make sure so what people did Nina be beer.
Moving in here. Hey. You see, on set, we worked with some of the veteran actors. We worked with Uncle Fred Amugi.
Okay.
And then Pascaline Edwards. We worked with Ricky Adelita. We worked with Rosa. We worked with, and then the current crop of actors, we worked with Aaron Adachi of Yellow Fame. We worked with Willie Chambers and a number of people together with the band itself. And on set, it was beautiful.
How's the energy?
It was my first time on a movie set, a film set. For Bismarck, the guy who plays the Gombe, he has been involved in movie before he joined the band. But me, it was my very first time on set, and it was exciting for me. Like everything was intriguing. Like you see, people like Uncle Fred Amugi and Pascaline and all, they are people we've watched on our screens over the time, and to get the opportunity to actually work with them, and like Uncle Fred Amugi, he will say he said something. You know, when they are with you, they still share experiences and they give you pieces of advice. For instance, on the set, he turned 76 on our set when we're shooting the movie. He turned 76. And I was saying that I was shocked. I felt that he would be like some 68 or 67. And he said, right. I said, what? He says, every morning when he wakes up, as soon as he opens his eyes and he sees the ceiling, he thanks his God. He praises his maker. And that is what he does every morning. And then he told me, I'm saying, I said, me up a baker. And so, sorry, I'm a ceiling. First thing, God, thank you.
Papa Medasi.
Papa Medasi. And you see, these are things they share with us, or they shared with us on set. And they will be giving you,
superstars, they are on that level.
No, they are eating with you. They are sharing. They are they are fantastic. Me, if I get the opportunity, I'll work with them again.
How long did it take for you to shoot the movie? How long?
Compressed. The shooting itself at the locations, it took about. So we did it in sessions. The first one took about 4 days, and then we did another after about 2 weeks, and then we did another. So I'll say together we did about 2 months.
2 months of shooting.
I think so, 2 months. But the main shooting was the first 3 days, and then we had to shoot certain things later, and that sent us into the other months.
And how easy or how difficult was it to get all these people and also shoot and edit?
Thankfully, it is not just the band that is working. So we are with a record label called Wahala Entertainment.
Okay.
And they produced the whole thing. So they put their money in there. They found the technical expertise and all that. So we were just okay. Yeah. We are with you. Let's move through it. So there are technical experts who are part of the team and they know their way around these things. So it was easy for us because Sweet
Palmwine movie. Well, this is a musical drama fused with Ghanaian local palm wine tunes. Sweet Palmwine follows the narrative of a family of 3 who go to live in their old home in the village due to economic hardship in the city. Essie is in there. Their daughter is extremely disappointed at the change of environment. Little does she know that taking a step into the old life to strategize isn't a bad idea after all, as she goes through the journey of finding true love. It's a musical journey with scenes motivated by EP written by Kwan Pa.
Yes.
The correct part.
Yes.
Right part. Yes. Palmwine movie, 27th of October. Clear date, you know. Paper date, you know.
Sharp.
26 now. Just clear everything around it. And then let's meet at the Silverbird Cinemas. But hold on, let me ask you this one. If I'm to invite you for a show right now, Patrol men person to all. Let me know the budget. I beg, I want my checkbook.
No, DJ Slim. So truth is that and Satyan Yina Yepe. Ne obi betumi atua no enyo bi ne betumi atua
Mpa.
Enti though we have our modus operandi, we have our rates and all that, we kind of attach a human face to our rates because ensati nyina nyepe. Enti no our rates are there. Not too high and not too low. Affordable. Betumi atua. But will be affordable, you will be affordable. Enti no when they are, it's just a matter of talking. We'll definitely send you our rates. And then we talk. Say,
it is work a
bebemo. Say, bebemo. I bet my by memunso into me, because you are with me triapa. No show and him say, tiso. No, tell him where's our munjai, please.
Don't be deceived by how we look. Don't be deceived by how some of us look. We are naturally born this way.
I did just think so from me. I met my casa Charlie, my 100,000 year night. Because we went to I watch brand where you create dance. Hey, champion.
Sweet Palmwine. Have you dropped the EP yet?
Yes. So the EP was released in 2022.
Okay.
And instead of working on individual music videos for the 6 songs, we decided to rather go for it. Our 7 years, let us do something we've never done before. Okay. And so we said that instead of working on music videos for the 6 songs, let's put all of them in a movie. Oh. So the movie actually has all the 6 songs plus 1 bonus track in there. And so as you enjoy, so it's a music drama. So you enjoy the music, you enjoy the dialogue also, you enjoy the movie with our songs in there. So the songs have been released already. The song is titled, the EP is a 6-track EP titled Palmwine Music. Okay. That is the title of the 6-track EP, Palmwine Music. It's on the digital platforms. It's Palmwine Music, 6 songs.
Okay.
And then we put them in the movie. And so the movie has all the 6 songs. So
I realize there's a new twist to some of your music videos and all that. Like, I don't know if it's intentional. Tell us about it. I mean, well,
music videos, we've attempted a number of them. Usually we try to be more, we bring in humor.
Okay.
Humor is something we feel it's part of the kind of identity we've cast for ourselves, and so we feel that our music videos must also have a sense of humor. And so, if you look at the music videos, we have like some of those things in there. We shot one. We have a Christmas song called "Felix Cannot Dance," and we shot with Twins Don Beck, and one of them was actually in there. He was the Felix, and he did not know how to dance, and so he was doing all sort of weird. It's on our YouTube page. Kwan Pa. On social media, it's Kwan Pa GH everywhere. Kwan Pa GH. So Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube
everywhere.
Kwan Pa GH.
Okay.
It's a website, and it's the same thing, www.kwanpagh.com. Everything is Kwan Pa GH.
Okay.
And it is there. And then we have Tafu Station, which we released in, I think, is it 2021 or so. It also has some of these humor in there. So we try to, as much as possible, bring humor into our music videos.
As we wrap up this morning,
Sure.
Let me ask you this technical question. There's this debate going on. Recently, I think I chanced on an interview of Amare, one of Ghana's biggest music exports, and she's also saying about a genreless music system as it is now. Like artists are now free to bounce into different genres as they please, because they feel, or the newer generation feel, that we don't have to box ourselves in, or as an artist, you don't need to box yourself in a certain category. Now, listening to this last song that we played before having this interview, realize that there were parts where you were spitting some bars and all that. And for me, as a rap head and as a lover of music, I'm listening to traditional music and I'm feeling rap in there. Is it a thing? Has it always been there, or is it a new thing?
But I feel it has been there, but in a different form. But now people love rap. Whether we like it or not, rap music has come to stay. It is with us. The youth love it. They are doing it. And as far as music is concerned, Ghana, we have been exploring for a long time. We love to explore. We've always explored. And so when you look at high life music, we have Palmwine music that was earlier. We have our guitar band High Life. We have our big band High Life. We have our Bogger High Life, the one that went to Germany. We have different, now we have urban high life. We have all those things. We keep exploring. Keep exploring. And so we will keep exploring. But I'm just saying that let us not throw away the ones we had. I mean, if once upon a time we had Bogger High Life, let's still have some people pushing it out there. If we had Hip Life, let's still have some people going for it. And let's keep exploring. My take on this is that if we could have, for instance, High Life as the generic name for music emanating from Ghana, with different branches, different wings. For instance, High Life, Kwame Nkrumah tried to have a generic name, Osibi Saba music, as the music from Ghana. And so we're more like trying to change High Life at the time so that we'll have Osibi Saba as the name for all the, but Amfa. But I'm just saying that, for instance, reggae music, we have different arms of reggae music, but reggae music, Jamaica comes in mind, or the West Indies, the Caribbean. And so if we could adopt High Life as a generic name, and then we'll still explore under the big umbrella,
High Life with rap music can be Hip Life, but it still falls
under High Life, so that we may push a particular generic name which will resonate with Ghana. I would say High Life, Ghana comes to mind. I mean, we are pushing Palmwine music. Technically, Palmwine music is older than High Life. It influenced the creation of High Life music. It's Palmwine music, Adaha music, and then the ballroom music. Those are the three major pillars of High Life music. But in Kebetwaka, okay, with Palmwine. But we say, Palmwine High Life, because per se anka High Life no and cover those Ushima Palmwine no de but it's a an arm of High Life. And so if we could work around it like that, maybe.
But for artists listening to us this morning, is it commercially rewarding if they box themselves in a specific category, or they, like most of the artists that I come across, or you're a musician or you're an artist, I mean, on your dance hall, on your reggae, or on your High Life, or your artist, is it commercially rewarding if you box yourself?
It's all about the satisfaction you are getting. And when I talk about satisfaction, I mean maybe a personal satisfaction and then economic satisfaction also. If it's paying the bills, why not? If the kind of music you are doing, you feel that I am getting the satisfaction I need. Say, I'm doing this or I'm doing that. No matter the kind of music you will do, you will definitely get a following. But the following, if it is what you want, if you think it is enough, if you think it is fine, please push it. If you think it is economically rewarding, it is also self-gratifying, you love it, follow it and do it. But if you feel you want more, then realign and then look at where you feel it will work. For instance, Kwan Pa, we started with Palmwine music. We are doing it for the passion and to ensure its continuity. And so far, it's been good. And we feel we must stick to it because it's rewarding. And it's our passion. It's something we are passionate about. And so we are stuck to it. But if you feel where you are, you may need to realign. I think we should do it because eventually, if it's rewarding economically and then for self, it's fine.
Do you do music 247?
Yes. When we started, we had our own things we were doing. I was in school, for instance. We're doing our own thing. But now, this is what we do full time. time.
Full time.
Full time.
If you had to have a conversation with your younger self, would you still advise him to look at music and pursue that for
100%. 101%. Because as I said, the places we've been to, the people we've seen, the kind of people, things we've done, it's music. And the most important is that later, 30 years to come, 50 years to come, still some people will sit somewhere and say, hey, Kwan Pa and Palmwine music, hey, Obama Palmwine music. Like, so that 50 years from now, will be quite research or invest in and they go like how we lost Palmwine music, how we lost, nothing, research, no.
What document you did
so that 50 years to come, Kwan Pa, we still know high life. We still have a touch of high life. We still know that high life is Ghanaian music. It's made in Ghana. And we are not looking at Kwan Pa just as a band, perform in the future as an institution, a go-to place for anything Palmwine. As far as history is concerned, archival material are concerned, songs, movies, anything Palmwine music, the top of head name should be Kwan Pa.
Asa, thanks a lot for joining us. Kwan Pa, thanks a lot for joining us this morning. Sweet Palmwine is on the 26th of October. Make sure you clear the date. Make sure you are the West Hills Mall and Accra Mall for the premiere of Sweet Palmwine. It's a movie, a musical drama that has all the 6 songs plus 1 on the Sweet Palmwine EP.
This is Hits.